niggas tell them I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will rise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger.
The 2025-26 Championship season kicks off this weekend, and today I'm going to be bringing to you my Game Week 1 score predictions for this weekend. Hello guys, hope you're all well and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be bringing to you the score predictions for this weekend, and we've got a lot of good games this weekend, so let's get straight into it. Before we do though guys, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for 250 subscribers. We are now on the road to that 300 subscriber mark, so if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, and also go and follow my socials, go and have a look at my gaming channel, join my Discord server, the link is in the description, and also go and follow me on Instagram, TikTok and X. All those links are in the description down below. But guys, not only is the championship predictions back, the points tally for the predictions are also back. So it's 1 point if you get the correct outcome, 2 points if you get the correct scoreline, and 4 points if you predict the a match that has 5 or more goals in it. It's basically a bonus point, that one. So yeah guys, let's get straight into the video. Kicking things off with what could be an absolutely cracking match. Starting out on Friday night, we've got Birmingham City versus Ipswich Town. This could be an absolutely crazy match. Birmingham City coming into the Championship this season after being very dominant in League One, breaking the points tally at 111 points, which is crazy. And this season, their transfer business has been very, very good. They've been buying a lot of really top talent from other clubs to join their team, and I think they're going to have a real chance of going for the playoffs, or even maybe even the top 2 this season. On the other hand, we've got Ipswich Town, one of the parachute payment teams, coming straight down from the Premier League, looking to go straight back up to the Premier League. Now, this game could be very, very good. This game is at St Andrews, so the Birmingham City fans are going to be all there cheering on their team, as well as Ipswich Town. They're going to be bringing a lot of fans to St Andrews, so I'm expecting a lot of craziness to happen in this game. When it comes to the actual match, I feel like it could be a very, very tight one. Birmingham City going to want to get off to a good start. Same with Ipswich Town. They're going to want to put a statement into the Championship saying they're going to want to go back up to the Premier League. However, with Birmingham City being at home, I always think that the home advantage is so key, especially when it's the first game of the season. The first game week is always so hard to predict because, it's the first game. You don't exactly know what to expect from the teams. But for this one, I might edge Birmingham City here. I think they're going to have enough to maybe push Ipswich here, especially with the quality that they've got now. I'm going to edge Birmingham City 1-0. 1-0 to the Blues. And yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very, very good game. I'm going to be watching it on Friday night and I can't wait to watch it. Share your thoughts in the comments if you're a Blues or Tractor Boys fan. And yeah, let's see how good this match is going to be. Next we go to the Valley then, as newly promoted Charlton Athletic host Watford. Now, I feel like this could be a very, very tight match. Charlton just coming up from the League One playoffs. I feel like their main aim this season is to try and survive the drop. And Watford, on the other hand, they've changed the manager, so it's going to be really difficult to see how well they're going to do. Both teams have added some good additions to their squads. Charlton bringing lots of really good key players that were in League One. They're bringing them to their team this season. And they've got Nathan Jones, who is a very good manager. He knows this division quite well. Watford, on the other hand, we don't exactly know what to expect from their new manager. However, with Charlton being at home, just like Birmingham, they're going to want to get off to a good start and try and survive. I might edge Charlton. Charlton are quite good defensively. Watford, good going forwards, but I just have a feeling Charlton might stop Watford from scoring potentially. So I'm going to go with another close 1-0 win for the home side. I feel like Charlton could take the game to Watford here and potentially have enough to stay up. So yeah, Charlton are going to win for me 1-0. Moving on to the next match, we go to the CBS as Coventry City host Hull City. Now, I feel like I can only see one winner in this one, and that is Coventry. I feel like this season under Frank Lampard, Coventry are going to be very difficult to beat, especially at home. I feel like their main focus is to try and make the CBS arena a fortress, try and get to the playoffs again, potentially push for automatics, but I feel like their main aim this season is to get to the playoffs again. And under Frank Lampard, he keeps the team organised. They've got lots of good players now, and I feel like they could cause Hull a bit of trouble here. It's the first game, so I don't expect loads and loads of goals. I feel like Hull could come to Coventry and give them a good game. However, I'm going to back Coventry to win this one with a clean sheet. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for the Sky Blues. Share your thoughts in the comments if you're a Coventry or a Hull fan. I've got Coventry to win this one. What do you guys think? Next up, we go to St Mary's as my team Southampton take on Wrexham. Now, I will be going to this one. I will be pretty much going to every single home match this season, unless I obviously can't make it. But I will be going to this one. I feel like a few weeks ago, I thought we would beat Wrexham quite comfortably. No, they didn't really make a lot of signings back then. But as of right now, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder this time. They've brought in lots of experience. The likes of Connor Cody, very, very good centre-back. I feel like maybe he's not at his best anymore, but he can still cause the Saints some problems at St Mary's. Southampton, on the other hand, they've got a lot of good quality in our squad. The likes of Adam Armstrong, Cameron Archer, Ross Stewart. When he's fit, he can really get going. Obviously, Damien Downs, we'd like to see how he's going to do. And we've also got a youngster in Jay Robinson, who I think is a massively good talent, and he's got a really good future ahead of him if he can keep himself going like the way he is. Our defence is quite good. We've got the likes of Ryan Manning, Wellington, Harold Bellis still, if he decides to stay. Jack Stevens, even though a lot of people, especially at Southampton, aren't too keen on him, he's still a good talisman. He's a very good captain. He's good at getting the team organised. And we've also got the likes of Joshua Quasi, who's quick, pacey, got a lot of potential on him. And obviously our midfield is quite good with Mateus Fernandes potentially saying, hopefully, I really hope we keep him. We've also got lots of Shade Charles, Flynn Downs. We've got a lot of good quality in our squad. And I feel like we're going to have enough to beat Wrexham. Wrexham could take the game to us. They could cause us a few problems. But I'm going to go with quite a comfortable one. I can see Wrexham scoring, potentially. But I'm going to go with Wrexham 1, Southampton 3. So yeah, 3-1 to the Saints for me. Share your thoughts in the comments if you're a Southampton and a Wrexham fan. I'm going with Southampton to get off to a very good start. So yeah, 3-1 for me. Next up, we've got Middlesbrough versus Swansea City. Now, this one has the potential to go all three ways. I can see a Middlesbrough win, a draw, or a Swansea win. It can literally just go either way for this one. With Middlesbrough, they are the home side, so it's going to be key for them to get off to a good start, especially under Rob Edwards. I feel like under Rob Edwards, potentially they could have a slow start, or they could surprise everyone and have a very, very good start. Swansea, on the other hand, they look quite organised with some good players coming in, with a good manager as well. I feel like these two could make it quite tight on the day, and therefore I can't really separate the two. I'm going to go down the middle, and I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I can't separate the two. Let me know in the comments if you're a Borough fan or a Swans fan. I feel like this one is very hard to call. So yeah, 1-1 for me. Next, we go to Carrow Road for a very interesting match to start off with. It's Norwich City versus Millwall. Two teams that are expected to be quite up there this season. I feel like this game has a lot riding on it. If these two are both expected to get to the playoffs this season or be right up there this season, then these two really need to have a really good game against each other. Norwich are at home, so I feel like they're going to have a home advantage, and it's going to be very key for them to get off to a good start at home this week against Millwall. They've got a lot of good players. Harry Darling is possibly one of my favourite signings that they've done. I feel like he's going to be a very good player for them. Millwall, on the other hand, they've still got the likes of Ivanovic. They've still got lots of good quality in that team. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a bonus point. I feel like this game could have a lot riding on it. So I'm going to go for a very crazy one to start off with. I'm going with Norwich 4, Millwall 2. I feel like this one could be very, very tight and cagey, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of goals in this one. So yeah, 4-2 for Norwich for me. What do you guys think on that one? I think that was quite wild, but I'm all for it. 4-2 Norwich. Let me know in the comments if you're both a Canaries or a Millwall fan. Let me know in the comments. Next up, we go to the Cassan Stadium as Oxford United take on Portsmouth. Now, these two came up together last season to the Championship, and they both stayed up quite well as well. Oxford United, they had a slow start last season, but when Gary Rowett came in, who knows the division quite well, he started getting lots of good results out of Oxford, especially when they were at home. Pompey, on the other hand, as much as Southampton fans don't really like them, and I'm not going to be one that's going to bash them around, going to be all like, oh, I really hope they do bad this season, I really hope that they go down. Obviously, as a Saints fan, that's what we hope for, but I have to be realistic. I don't think Portsmouth are going to be anywhere near relegation. I feel like they're going to be quite fine this season. I really like John Messina. I think he's a very, very good coach, very, very good manager, and I feel like he's going to do very, very well for Portsmouth this season. The only thing that let Portsmouth down last season was their away form. The home form was very good, very, very great. However, their away form did let them down. They had results like, was it a 4-0 defeat to Derby or something like that? Their away form was very, very patchy and it wasn't too great. So I feel like this season they do need to work on that if they want to push on and do really, really well. Also, on the other hand, they are at home, they have the home advantage, so I do see them causing Portsmouth a few problems here. And I can't separate the two again. I'm going to go for a very entertaining Desmond. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Can't separate the two, but I can see both scoring. So yeah, 2-2 draw for me. Let me know in the comments if you're both an Oxford United fan or a Pompey fan. Let me know. Next up, we go to Loftus Road as Queen's Park Rangers host Preston North End. Very difficult one to call this one. Both teams have improved their scores quite well. Even though it's just a little bit, they have improved quite well. Maybe QPR having a different manager could set the tone for this match, but then they are at home. They're going to want to put on a good show at home on the first day. Preston, good defensively. They can be quite tight. Even though last season they did lose a few matches, most of their results were by like one goal or 1 or 2 goals, so it wasn't that bad. So I think I might back QPR mainly because they are the home side and they might want to get off to a good start. And like I say, the home form is key on the first day. So I'm going to go for a close 1-0 win for QPR. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're a QPR or Preston fan. I'm struggling to choose for this one, but I'm going to just edge QPR 1-0. Right then, next up we go to the Bet365 Stadium as Stoke City host Derby County. Mark Robins versus John Eustace. This is going to be a difficult one. Stoke, as we all know, Mark Robins is prone to have a slow start in the Championship, so maybe that could lead to Derby winning potentially. John Eustace, very, very good manager. I can see him doing very well at Derby. This game is very difficult to call because Stoke are at home. Yes, Mark Robins has a slow start, but they're the home side. They're going to want to. Mark Robins is going to want to fix that and have a good start. Derby, I feel like they're going to have a good game against Stoke. I feel like they're going to take the game to Stoke, especially under John Eustace. John Eustace always starts well as well, so you can kind of see Derby potentially winning here. However, I feel like because Stoke are at home, I feel like they're going to cause Derby a few problems. So I'm going to go with a really close one. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Can't separate the two. I mean, if I was going to edge someone, it would probably be Derby because they got John Eustace. However, with Stoke being at home, I feel that's going to be very, very close. So yeah, 1-1 for me. Let me know in the comments if you're both a Potters or a Rams fan. Next, I will go to the Hawthorns, where West Bromwich Albion host Blackburn Rovers. Could be a good game, this one. You know, battle of two teams with a lot of history in them. I feel like this game could go to West Brom potentially because they're at home, and it'll be good for Ryan Mason to get off to a good start, especially at home. Blackburn, I feel like this one could be quite good for them. You know, new manager, they don't know how well they're going to play West Brom, but I feel like this one might be a West Brom win. Potentially, both teams have been quite quiet during the transfer window. They've brought in some good players, but they haven't really done a lot, have they? They haven't really done like a whole bunch of signings, have they? So I feel like this one could be a bit tight. But West Brom are good defensively, so they're good at keeping clean sheets. No, they're good at getting draws like they did last season. But I feel like potentially they could get off to a good start. But I feel like this one's going to be very, very close. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for the Baggies. I feel like they're going to get off to a good start against Blackburn, and I feel like it's going to be quite close. But yeah, Baggies to win for me. Let me know in the comments if you're both a West Brom or Blackburn fan. And yeah, I feel like this one's going to be quite tight. Next up, we go to Bramall Lane as Sheffield United take on Bristol City. Battle of two teams that were in the Championship playoffs last season, but it only went one way, didn't it? It went a 6-0 win on aggregate to Sheffield United. A very, very difficult result to take for Bristol City. You know, they thought they would give Sheffield United a good go, which they did. They did, but I feel like the red card in the first leg did potentially seal the fate for Bristol City. This season, though, new manager, you don't exactly know how well Bristol City's going to do. Same with Sheffield United. You know, they've got the likes of Ruben Sellers now. I feel like he might do okay for Sheffield United, but I don't think he's going to be perfect. I don't think he's going to do as well as Chris Wilder did under Sheffield United. But we'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see what happens on the first day and the rest of the season on how Ruben Sellers does do for Sheffield United. However, I feel like Sheffield United could win this one. They're at home. They've still got parachute payments. They've still got a strong squad. Bristol City still got an okay squad, but they're away from home. It's hard to go and get a good result at Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. So yeah, I'm going to go with Sheffield United to win this one 2-0. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you're a Blades fan or if you're a Robins fan. I feel like Sheffield United might win this one 2-0. What do you guys think? And finally, we go to the King Power Stadium as Leicester City host Sheffield Wednesday. Probably the biggest mismatch of the whole weekend. I can only see one winner here, and that's Leicester. And I'm sorry, Sheffield Wednesday, but with the way your club's running at the moment, I can only see Leicester winning this, potentially quite comfortably. I'm going to go with Leicester to win 4-0 for me. I don't see anything but a Leicester win here. If Wednesday come here and get something, brilliant. You know, that's really good for their club, but I just don't see it at the moment. And I have seen on Facebook at some point that potentially Wednesday fans are going to go and do a protest before their game or during their game against Leicester. And if I'm being honest, I'm all for it. I really hope it pays off because, you know, I really hope Sheffield Wednesday gets sorted out and get a new owner that actually gives a damn about the club. Owner that will pay the players, an owner that will do stuff for the club to get them better, to get them back as a good club. Because Wednesday, big club, got lots of history behind them, and it's going to be such a waste if Chancery just throws that all away. And yeah, but when it comes to the game, I can only see Leicester winning this one. So yeah, 4-0 for me. If you're a Foxes fan or if you're an Owls fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very pretty for Sheffield Wednesday this season. Yeah, guys, that wraps up my EFL Championship Week 1 predictions. Let me know your thoughts and predictions down in the comments below. As always, please be sure to hit a like button, subscribe to the channel, and also follow all my socials. The links are in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.